Hey, what's going on, people? Vlogging up on a Friday. Alright, it is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, September the 7th, 2016. And I just spent 2 hours watching the Apple iPhone, well, just the Apple event, live event streaming. Okay, my thing on that, okay, it was a good event. I'll give them that. It's a good event. Let's talk about the things that I like. Let's talk about the things that I like. What I like the, they talked about the Mario Smart Run or whatever. The Mario Run game is coming out. I mean, I like Mario back in the past, so hey, that'll be something cool. And also, like the Pokemon Go, like me, myself, like everyone else playing Pokemon Go. You now can play Pokemon Go on the new iPhone, the watch, on the new watch. The watch, I mean, it looks pretty nice. It's a pretty nice watch. I never had a smartwatch, but if I were to want, that probably would be one. It'd have to be big enough to go around my wrist. My wrist pretty large, but it's just the user interface on it. It looks pretty good. They got a lot of features that they added to the Apple Watch, and the Series 2, I believe is what it's called. It looks like a pretty good watch. I mean, the price is reasonable. It was like $369, I think, what this price is going to be. It's supposed to have the what is it, iOS 3 or whatever for that, that system in it. It's supposed to be some improvements, and we got different colors and everything. But the Nike Plus, the Apple Watch Nike Plus, that thing looks real cool. I mean, it's the design mostly for runners or just people, athletes or whatever. That would be available like late October, I believe they said. Looks real cool, and just like the first Apple Watch, which now the first Series 2 Apple Watch, and the Nike watch, now they're going to be like water resistant or whatever, so you can go up under like 50 meters, and you should be okay in the water. You got to worry about the water getting in the speaker, because the speaker will kick the water out. However, they got the design made, so the Apple Watch is looking pretty good. I mean, it's looking pretty good. The other thing they was talking about like the iOS 10 for the iPhones or whatever that's coming out next month. Actually, it's coming out this month. It's coming out September the 13th, I believe it just said. So for iPhone or Apple people or whatever, that looks like it might be a good operating system for you. They claim that, hey, with the A10 chip, that's the best chip ever. My thing with that is, why wouldn't it be the best ever if that's your latest one? So that's my thing on that. A lot of stuff like that, I believe, like the hype, quit hyping it up, because I mean, you're supposed to make it better than the previous ones. So based upon all the stuff that I've seen with it, it seems like it's going to be pretty fast, four core whatever processor, which is nothing new. I mean, it's new to them, but it's nothing new to other, phones or whatever. I'm an Android person. I mean, and Samsung, whatever. But I mean, that's my thing. A lot of this is stuff that Apple was coming out with. Other people already got it or have it. But don't get me wrong, they have made do have some stuff that it seems new that nobody else has had. Okay, and I'm excited about that. First of all, with the design of the iPhone 7, I would prefer the iPhone 7 Plus, but the design of it, it looks like an Android design. Now, a lot of people were talking about when the Galaxy X6 or whatever, like what I got, or whatever, it came out, it's looking like an iPhone. Okay, but now iPhone is biting off of doggone Androids. Biting off Androids with the design. Because that's what it looks like. I guess that's why I like it so much, how it looks. Especially the jet black one. The jet black one, really, like, is the better color out of all the colors, between the jet black and the white. But the jet black, it just look tight, man. You know, I like the fact that they got, it's gonna have like stereo speakers, like one on the bottom, one on the top, or whatever. The stereo speakers. That should be good. The camera, they said that they made a lot of improvements on the camera, and I believe so. I mean, up until I get a chance to even deal with an iPhone, you know, working with Samsung, whatever, the cameras are the best at the moment. But that camera does look like it can give Samsung a run for the money, you know, just based upon the stuff they can do. Mainly with the 7 Plus, because the 7 Plus has dual cameras on the back, 12 megapixels, dual cameras on the back, one widescreen, the other one telepathic, whatever, however, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And it looks great. I mean, until I can take good pictures or whatever. I mean, from what it do, the functions are great on it. You know, a little bit more. Well, the thing about it, I have a S6 Plus, X6 Edge, Galaxy X6 Edge. So I don't know exactly what the Galaxy X7 has as far as how the camera works or whatever. So, you know, I don't know if the iPhone 7 camera is better than the Galaxy 7 camera. So that remains to be seen. So, but it does look like it's does look like the camera just really has an improvement on it. What else? I'm not gonna get off the iPhone yet. Well, I'm gonna get back to it. The AirPods. They explained why they took the phone jack off. So the phone jack is off of there. You know, they want to use this here lightning connection or whatever. They're trying to steer away from the phone jack because it takes up space. They need this extra space to do other things. So you got the lightning connection thing. I guess we can hook your iPods, the Apple Pods, or whatever the shit thing called, earpods. You plug them into whatever this little connector. It runs from a USB, plug it into the connector, whatever, and this and that, if you want to run your things. But they also offer the AirPods, like I said, they're like $160. Those things are tight, but I've already have seen something like that before. Matter of fact, it was still with them. It was with Beats, which is still them, but it already, something like that, it already has been out, it already got a whiff of that coming. But that's a great thing for those wireless earpods, or AirPods, what they call them. You know, Samsung, you need to step up. You need to get those. Would I pay $160? Probably not. Most likely I wouldn't. But it'll be a cool thing. If I did, it just had to be something that I really, really want. You know, be desperate for it. You know, I would do it. But other than that, I wouldn't do it. But that's a plus with those wireless things. Because wires do get in the way. So, and you know, where they got it, where you can just connect onto any device, Apple device you got. You know, just like one step. There's nothing else you got to do to it. But then the other new thing with the iPhone 7 is the water resistance. And like I said that already, that it's like up to 50 meters, which is good for them, considering Samsung already had it. Even though, like with the one I got, the S6 Edge, it ain't water resistant. They came back and brought it back for the 7 though. So got a text message. I responded to it. Wow. Anyway, they came back with a 7 or whatever, this and that, man. So that's a good thing for Apple. Hold on. Shit. God damn it. The fuck? Okay. Anyway, like I said, that's a good thing with the water resistant thing. I mean, as much as you never know what will happen. I mean, you know, right between rain and the phone dropping, hell in the toilet. My fucking damn phone dropped in the toilet or whatever a couple weeks ago. So, or whatever. So it's helpful for it. I mean, I feel like every smartphone or whatever phone should be water resistant, just because of this nature. I mean, anything can happen. You know, so it should be water resistant. But also the other plus thing is with the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus, the memory or whatever, they're starting out with like 32. Like with the 7, it says 32 gigs. 128 gigs. No, what is it? Yes. I think it's 32, 64, and 128. And with the 7 Plus, it's I think it's 32, 128, and 256. Now that's good for expanding all the way up to 256. That's good. Even though I think they already had something like that before with the previous one, but for them to come out standard where they're doubling or whatever, you know, me personally, I don't really think you need. I mean, it just depends on the person. Like with me, I got 64 gig. I don't really need all that. I mean, I got a lot of shit on my phone, but I don't really need all that. But I mean, but if you really think you need all that, then hey, more power to you. Go ahead. But it's offered on the iPhone now. The 7, the price was like $649, which is good for Apple because Apple's is fucking expensive. The 7 Plus was a little over $700. That's great too, because like I said, Apple is just known for being super expensive. Now it seems where they're going to make it more affordable. That would be a good thing for me. I mean, I would look at that more now. Like, okay, hey, I like the design of it. I like the color of it. I like a lot of the features or whatever. They're improving a lot of the games and stuff or whatever. They had this one particular game, this a Wizard of Oz like type of game or whatever. It's cool as hell. The graphics on it, great. The play on it was great. Just like with the Mario Run thing. It just looks great. It looks a whole lot good. It looks better on there, man, than it has before. So, I mean, I like to play little games with whatever on my phone, so that would be a good thing. It'll be a plus or whatever. The specs as far as the screen size on the iPhone 7 is 4.7. To me, that's bullshit. Why? I mean, it's just to me. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of Apple people. They want the screen small. I don't get that. But the 7 Plus is a 5.5, which is good because I want a bigger phone. Like I got 5.2 now, 5.1, whatever. That's not big enough. I need a bigger phone, whatever. My finger is fat, whatever I need, just more size, whatever. But all in all, from everything what they showed at the event, it's always good. So it's like a good look for Apple, you know. Like I said, I'm an Android person. I never had Apple, and I plan on trying Apple out finally just to see what the hype is, or you know what's so great about it with other people. Because to me, it's like a status quo. You know, it seems like the more uppity or preppy or yuppie people or whatever dealing with Apple, you know, and I think the more practical people dealing with Android. You know, I seen somebody today was talking about Samsung that's for the poor. That's about stupid. The thing with that is it's a good thing that Android, a lot of other Android products, they're cheaper, more affordable. Why would you want to pay more for something when it really doesn't do much more? But anyway, you know, Apple's changing that now. They're lowering the prices, so that'll be a good thing. But anyway, that was my review on that. If you want, if I could go out and upgrade now, whatever the pre-orders on the 9th, September 9th, I would do for the 7 Plus, you know, based on the design, the graphics, the memory, the camera, the speaker, everything like that. I would do it. So that's my take on the event.